Hello YouTube, this is Kurano Shujin with something a little bit different for you today. Yesterday I competed in the pre-release for the Magic, the new avacyn set, and I did come in 8th place with the sealed deck tournament, and I'm going to just profile that for you real quick. We're going to zoom out, we're going to show you my really sweet mat that I won. It was out of just having, it was like a lottery based on which cards you pulled. So we're going to start with telling you basic land. I ran 9 and 9 for both plains and forests. And then we're going to give you a rundown of creature spells, then we're going to go into other spells, then we're going to go into artifacts, land. So I had a 1 of the Midnight Duelist, 1/2 on 1 Pro Vamp. Little human soldier. He was really good. Did some work for me. We got the Diregraph Escort. He's another 1/1 for 1. Human cleric this time, soul binding. Really good effect. Brand new to the set, I guess. And basically it pairs off creatures when they come into play with this one or when this one comes into play. And that's the way that's going to work. And this one gives any monsters soulbound with it pro zombies. So it was fun. I only got one of those in my pack. I played 1 Haunted Guardian, 2 1-on-2, First Strike Defender. He did a lot of work for me, kept me safe. He was really good. I was lucky enough to pull 2 Moorland Inquisitors, a 2/2 for 2 with a ignition effect, 1 white, 2 other, get first strike until end of turn. And when I had him paired up with other abilities, he was really amazing. So really good card there. Another 2 cast is the 2/1 Human Cleric Near Heath Pilgrim. And the Soulbind gives you lifelink. So that was definitely worthwhile. I had 1 Nightshade Peddler. 1/1-on-2 gives Death Touch on its Soulbind. Wandering Wolf. Another 2 1/on-2. Monsters with power less than it cannot block it. So once you see some of the buffer effects that I had, you'll understand why that was so good. I did 1 Trusted Force Mage, Soulbinds on 3. It's a 2/2, and it and anything else it's paired up with gets 1/1. So that's always fun. Plus, when you combine it with another person's Soulbinds, you're going to get both of those effects. I was looking for a little something that would give me a mana ramp, so I had pulled 2 Borderland Rangers, which really made my choice easy to want to play green. And basically, yeah, just add a basic land to your hand, show it to your opponent, shuffle deck. 2 2s for 3. One of them shiny, that's awesome. Another 3 cast is a 3/3 Wolfear Avenger. And this little wolf warrior gets regeneration on 2. And flash, so anytime you can play an instant, you get this guy. And he actually helped me win the last bit, because in my last match I was facing this really indomitable demon, and it was because I kept having him to strike with that my opponent had to either block him because his power was greater, or the other monster, which eventually let me take the match for a 2-0. Sadly, I only got one of him. One of the angels that made this really easy to play was Seraph of Dawn. 4 cast for a 2/4 flying lifelink, and when it was paired up for power, did a lot of great things for me. Or when I gave it this, Spectral Gate Guards. Cast on 5, it's a 2/5 Spirit Soldier that soulbinds and gives vigilance, which really helps because then you can block and attack with that same Seraph and then get your lifelink. This guy set off a lot when it came to my angels. His name is Wolfear Silverheart. 5 cast Wolf Warrior for a 4/4 Soul Binding, and anybody paired with him gets 4/4. So he'll get 4/4, he becomes the 8/8. I used him to block a lot, to hold my line, while I would have that lifelinking angel at a 6/8, and I'd be using it to attack to gain my life. Here's the card that won me the pack, or won me the mat itself that you see here, and it was because it was part of the lottery. This is the legendary angel Sigarda, the Host of Herons. It's 2 white, 1 green, 2 generic. So it's a 5 cast for a 5/5 flying hex proof. And spells and abilities your opponent's control cannot cause you to sack permanents. This would be good in regular play because this is going to be something else to help stop those Phyrexian Obliterators for right now. But at the same time, a lot of the cards were making me try to sack stuff. And that Angel was the last card I played in that last match. It actually turned my Angel's Tomb back into a monster with my Wolfear Warrior. My opponent had 1 hit points, 1 demon, and could not block 2 swings. Howlgeist is a 6 cast, 4/2 Spirit Wolf with the same ability as my previous wolf. So monsters with power less than it cannot block it. And Undying. And for those who don't know yet, when this creature dies, if it did not have any counters on it for +1s, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1 on it. And a lot of people were asking why spells target your own cards, remove them, and just bring them right back immediately. It's for cards with the Undying, so that right before they die, you're going to take them out, the counter's lost, they come right back, they'll get Undying one more time. So expect to see that a little bit, I guess. Angel of Provinces, 6 cast, 3/3 flying, and when it comes into play, you get a 1/1 white human creature token to the battlefield. Never drew it, but I decided wolves and angels and soldiers was what I was doing, because it's what I got the majority of in my packs. So that's okay. Another card that did a little bit of work was the Angel of Glory's Rise. It's a nice 7 cast for a 4/6 flyer. And when it enters the battlefield, you exile all zombies and then return any humans from your graveyard back to the battlefield. So this is good. There were a couple zombie decks. I didn't get paired against them, but I main decked it because it's a decent flyer, and I didn't see a lot of flying outside of the white. So did a lot of work. That was it for my creature spells. We're going to move on to like my instant sorceries. I only had 4 of these. Righteous Blow. Deal 2 damage to target attack or blocking creature for 1 white. Really good for defense. Sheltering Word. 2 cast, target creature gains hexproof till end of turn, and you'll also gain power or life equal to that creature's toughness. So with those angels having those huge tough factors, this helps with the life gain and really stalls out your opponent from taking you really quickly. Zealous Strike is another 2 cast, this time white. Another instant, target creature gets 2/2, first strike until end of turn. This saved me, and it helped me press for game a couple times. Other than that, not too good, not too bad. And I went with 1 of for Angel's Mercy, gain 7 life off 4 mana. I felt it was pretty fair, and it helped. For my artifacts, I have the Bladed Bracers equipment. Cast on 1, equip on 2. Creature gets 1/1, and if it's human or angel, it gains vigilance. This also helps when Wolfear is tapping onto that Seraph of Dawn, and they soulbind together. Because now the Seraph gets another bonus, it becomes a 7, whatever, and now has vigilance without having to be soulbound to anything else. Angelic Armaments. Just about every deck was running this, and it's because it's amazing, especially in this format. Sealed deck, that is. And cast on 3, equip on 4. Creature gets 2/2, gains flying, becomes white angel in addition to any other color typing. My friend that I played in the final round used this on his black demon, so it was really interesting to see a demon angel that's black and white. So it did some work. Together, these two make it so that you get a 3/3 flyer with vigilance. So that was really important to me. The game-winning card. Yeah, I did play the Sigarda to win, but it was the Angel's Tomb that became the token again real quick for the game that actually won. And it casts on 3, and just anytime you have a monster enter the battlefield, it can change into a 3/3 flying white angel token till the end of the turn. So I liked it. And the only non-specific land I used was Seraph's Sanctuary. When it comes into play, gain a life, and whenever an angel enters play under your control, gain 1 life. Otherwise, it taps for colorless. And it was just really, really good. And you'll notice that the statue in there is pretty much the same statue from the Angel's Tomb. But this was my sneak preview deck. It wasn't that bad. Like I said, I got 8th place. I got 2 2-0s. I got 2-0'd once. I put up a good struggle and pushed it to a third my third round, and my opponent pushed it to a third round in my first match. Everybody there was really cool. We got the EDH promo. We got the new die. The new die looks pretty sweet. Some demon tokens. The new spear. I didn't like it too much. I gave it to my friend. But I did win this really cool mat, so I thought that was worth mentioning. One of my friends said that we should start doing some stuff for other games, and my boss actually paid for me to play at this. So these are actually his cards now, but it was really fun. So later today, I'm actually playing in the sneak preview for the new set for Yu-Gi-Oh! And me and a teammate should be both posting a video of not only our deck list, but how we did and what we pulled. So until next time, you guys keep playing. If you have any comments to make on this, if you guys played in it, I want to know how you guys did. So go ahead and let me know. And we'll see you on the next episode of Deck Profiles. Later.